welcome to Tara's Tidbits PM edition. Today is Thursday, March the 13th. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. We finished up the book of Esther last night, and we are starting a new book in the Bible today. We are starting the book of Hebrews. So thank you so much for joining me as we dive into the book of Hebrews. Chapter 1. Long ago, God spoke many times in many ways to our ancestors through the prophets. But now in these days, he has spoken to us through his Son. God promised everything to the Son as an inheritance, and through the Son, he made the universe and everything in it. The Son reflects God's own glory, and everything about him represents God exactly. He sustains the universe by the mighty power of his command. After he died to cleanse us from the stain of sin, he sat down in the place of honor at the right hand of the majestic God in heaven. Amen. This shows, verse 4. Move the camera just a little bit. Sorry. This shows that God's Son is far greater than the angels, just as the name God gave him is far greater than their names. For God never said to any angel what he said to Jesus. He said, "You are my Son. Today I have become your Father." And again God said, "I will be his Father and he will be my Son." And then when he presented his honored Son to the world, God said, "Let all the angels worship him." God called his angels, messengers, swift as the wind, and servants made of flaming fire. But to his Son, he says, "Your throne, O God, endures forever and ever. Your royal power is expressed in righteousness. Your love is right and hate. You love what is right and hate what is wrong. Therefore, God, your God, has anointed you, pouring out the oil of joy on you more than anyone else." And more verses. "Lord, in the beginning you laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. Even they will perish, but you will remain forever. They will wear out like old clothing, but you will roll them up like an old coat. They will fade away like old clothing, but you are always the same. You will never grow old." And God never said to an angel, as he did to the Son, "To sit in honor at my right hand until I humble your enemies, making them a footstool under your feet." But angels are only servants. They are spirits sent from God to care for those who receive salvation. So the book of Hebrews was intended to solidify a Jewish believer that, Jesus is who they needed for salvation now. No longer are they going to hear just through prophets, and, angels aren't going to rule the world, but Jesus is here, and it's Jesus who is our everything for salvation. All these things that God said about Jesus, he never said about angels. "I'm his Father, he's my Son. Sit in honor at my right hand until I humble your enemies at your footstool." All of these things are about Jesus, because Jesus Christ is God's Son, and he's greater than the angels. I look forward to delving into Hebrews more as we learn more about Jesus Christ being the only way to salvation, about consequences of rejecting him, and so on. I'm looking really forward to the study of Hebrews. So thank you for joining me. Tomorrow night we'll be in Hebrews chapter 2. Thank you for joining me. Remember, I do a morning Bible study, a morning praise and worship song of the day, this evening Bible study, and I go live on the TikTok channel every night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live praise and worship and Bible study. And I'd love to have you join me in there because we're having a great time in there. Until then, have a great night and God bless you.